Welcome to Route 65 Sales and Classics, and this is our 1951 Ford Victoria. This is just a cool car. This Victoria is the embodiment of an old school hot rod that leaves a little open canvas for the freedom to add your creativity to this car. So we're going to take a closer look. Now, the Victoria name was revived in 1951 as a two-door hardtop design, which this one is. And it was in response to the Chevy Bel Air that was introduced a year earlier, and also the Plymouth Belvedere. Now this one is a rust-free example car from Alabama. It's in great shape. It runs and drives very nice, and we'll get into that a little bit later. Now this one is finished in light mist green with emerald green top with metallic flake. We'll look at that top shortly. But you're probably wondering, what was up with the primer on the car? And no, it does not have to do with rust. You can see that the headlights were nicely Frenched in. And there was a hood ornament that went up there, and they nicely smoothed that out. We'll show you an example here, so you can see how the car looked originally. But just take a look at it. Paint's got a nice shine to it. You know, it is, you're gonna see some fade here and there. It's got my favorite, the moon eyes on both sides. But let's take a look at that top here. So this emerald green, it's just got a nice sparkle to it. Looks like a jewel. Very nice. But a lot of the chrome is still on this car. It's got the skirts just to set it off really nice. Really nice look on this street rod. Now we do have a extra bumper that will come with it. You'll see some aging on this bumper. Obviously in the front it looks a lot better, but you will get a extra bumper, nice chrome to add to this one. And you can see right here in the back, it's been smoothed out. There was a ornament in the back, and also your key for your trunk hole. And we'll get into how to open the trunk. Let's just see. We'll pull that right there. We'll get to the trunk a little bit later, but let's take a look at the front of this Victoria. Now, one thing before we look at the front, I did want to mention how nice this door closes, and just look at the lines, look at the gaps on it. Done very well. We did have a 51 Victoria street rod that we had sold a year ago. And you may notice on some of these street rods, when they do the metal and stuff, the doors start to stick out around here. You do not have that with this one. It's all original steel in this car. Very nice. Very nice gaps in this one. But let's take a look at the front of this one. Take a look at that. Look at how nice that chrome shines. You got the twin bullets, which was the look for the Fords in 1951. Kind of have that sleepy-eyed look on with the chrome on the headlights as well. It's a nice touch. Your glass is all in good shape, except for the windshield glass. You will see a couple of chips right there. There's also one on the other side. But these days, those can be filled in. Now the wipers have been capped off. It's just kind of more of a hot rod look. So obviously you don't want to take this out while it's raining. But let's look at more of this Ford. Now this one is sitting on 15-inch steel wheels, custom hubcaps. We also have wide whites on this one, bias ply tires. It's just got a good stance to it. Just step back for a moment. Look at that. It's a real good looking car. But take a look at how that door, the gaps in here, and just everything closes solid in this car. I just really like this Ford. Look at that. And you don't have your, like you see with some of your restorations with the doors, and when you close them tightly, you still see some of the sheet metal kind of sticking out. It's just smooth on this car. Good looking Ford here. Out of your original Ford badging will be on this car. But let's take a look at this trunk right here. So the trunk's in great shape, no rust. We do have more pictures of the trunk here, but you know, you can add whatever you want. You can either have this trunk finished off where it looks really nice, or you can leave it as is. It's just done very well, very solid. Hinges are in great shape, but just take a look at this. Really solid car. Let me get this closed. All right. Now, if you want to see more pictures of the trunk, undercarriage, or anything else on this Ford Victoria, please go to our website at www.route65salesandclassics.com. This one does qualify for a collector car financing, and it will qualify for a collector car warranty. Let's keep going. Now let's check out this interior. So take a look at that. So we got the diner style seats that were popular in the 1960s in the hot rod era. You'll see some discoloration just from some oxidation that happens after a while. But overall, these seats are in great shape. You have no rips or tears. Really comfortable too. Your door panels are in great shape here. A lot of this car is very original. Carpet's in good shape. Now check out this headliner. The headliner looks good. No sags, no tears, no mouse chewing through or anything like that. Gauge is all original, and everything works on this gauge. It does have the original radio, but it is in opt. It does have heat. And then I love this Rat Fink logo on here. We also have your extra parts in the glove box. But it's just a cool car. Turn signals are right there. But you know what I say? I can keep talking about it. Let's go fire this one up. Turn it on. Pull the accelerator, pull the choke out, press it one time. Make sure she's not in gear. Nice. Now let's go see what's under the hood of this Ford. Alright, so under the hood we have right here is a Ford 239 cubic inch Flathead V8. Now this is the 8VA motor. I know some of you kind of know the colors of the Flathead. It does have the Mercury color, but it does say 8VA on there. We don't have any information on the engine build, so I don't know what's going on as far as the internals, but I just know it does run very well. Now this Flathead is paired to a 3-speed manual transmission, 3 on the tree. How it runs and drives shortly. Well, let's take a listen to this exhaust here. Now this is true dual exhaust on this Ford. So it's got 2 pipes on each side. You'll be able to see that if you go on our website and check out the pictures, but it's got a nice rumble to it. But how about about this? Let's go take this Ford for a drive. All right, we're gonna take the 1951 Ford Victoria out for a drive. We've had a mild winter, but I did want to find one of the cleanest roads just so we can show you how it drives, give you an idea how it sounds on the road. We won't be going our normal route, but just check it out. Now remember, this has got the Ford Flathead V8. It's got a 3-speed manual transmission. You're going to hear some wind noise. And that has to do with some of the seals. But she does stop good, 4-wheel drum brakes. After 40, you will feel a vibration in the steering wheel. Other than that, very nice cruiser. It is really windy outside. Now the odometer shows 22,830 miles. I don't know if that's original miles or not. We don't have any documentation on it. Shifts nicely. All right, let's get this Ford back to the shop. All right, we're going to take a look underneath on this 1951 Ford Victoria. The pictures do it some justice, but I just want to show you how clean this car really is underneath. Now, if you want to see more pictures of this undercarriage, go on our website at www.route65salesandclassics.com and just take a look here. This frame's very solid. You got no patch panels on the floor. You do have a little leaking from the transmission, but she's been sitting. These do not like to sit. But just take a look at that. We're going to show the other side and just go down. Very clean underneath. We did clean the underneath of this car. There was ages and ages of dirt, but She shows up really well. Really solid Ford. See inside there, we do have a new tank in this car, and I believe there is a rear bumper that comes along with this car, but just look how solid it is. Very good sheet metal, and just the underneath is just very clean. But check out the pictures if you just want to see it a little bit more closely. But I think you'll really like this Ford Victoria. As you saw in the earlier segments, this 1954 Victoria has a lot to offer. It's very underrated just because of the look on it, but there's a lot going for it. It's got a great body, great undercarriage. We showed you the video in the segment earlier. It runs and drives great on the roads. It's got a nice sound, strong, healthy Flathead V8. The interior is in good shape, very comfortable, and overall this car offers a lot that you can make it your own, so you have a little bit of empty canvas space to add your own personal flair to it. Price is listed in the description above. Should you have any additional questions, feel free to either call us or email us. More pictures of this Ford can be seen on our website at www.route65salesandclassics.com. Remember, this one will qualify for collector car financing, and it will qualify for a collector car warranty. I want to thank you again for viewing this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see other vehicles that we have available for sale.